Yeah, Ace did die. Ace Frehley, 74 years old. You know, it's not really all that surprising he died, to be honest with you, but, um, pretty iconic, probably one of the most influential guitar players ever. And, just, I mean, he's 74 and he lived a hard 74, when I'm 74, if I'm lucky enough to get to that level, I'm gonna be in pretty good shape. Like I'm 57, and I feel like I'm in my early 40s. But, Ace at 74 probably felt like he was 94. But, just listen to his music tonight. And I wish I could play some right now, but that would probably get my channel dinged. Um, so, um, just a sad day. I mean, if you think about it, any famous guitar player from the 80s to probably 2005, um, what up, T Bapto, was influenced by Ace, from Slash, to Les Paul, Dave Grohl, any 80s glam metal player certainly was influenced by Ace. Um, and even probably like, I was talking once with Dave Koenig from The Killers. He was at a show I was on at the Laugh Factory in San Diego, because I think he's from La Jolla. Or he's from Idaho, but he lived anyway at that time in the area where the Comedy Store, or the Laugh Factory is, sorry, downtown San Diego. And he was talking about Ace. So, and Weezer's definitely influenced by Ace. Um, so, sad day for Kiss fans. Everyone knows I'm a pretty big Kiss fan. But, it's going to get to the point where, Gene just passed out in the middle of PCH the other night. I mean, I can't believe he survived, because PCH, there's no barriers. So if you stray to the other side, you're on the other side. But, it's all, he was 74. I think he fell in his studio and hit his head or something. Now, if any of us do that, we probably survive. But, well, I don't think you have to worry about seeing me on MLC anymore. Um, we had a good run. Kiss was, they went through so many eras. There's the OG era where they were the biggest band in the world. There was no band that was even close to them. Everyone in America knew Gene, Paul, Ace, and Peter. Then they hit a little bit of a dip in the early 80s, but were still big overseas. And then, they hit their glam phase where they were basically like an older version of Bon Jovi. And then the early 90s, they kind of tried to do the grunge thing, especially with Carnival of Souls. That's a good Stone Temple Pilots album. And then, the reunion tour. And then, I was at their last show at the Hollywood Bowl. At least their last show out here. Their last show was in New York, but kind of a bummer. But, what can you do? I've got people messaging me all day saying sorry for your loss, like we were actually related. But, I'll definitely be listening to some Ace tunes tonight. And, hopefully, I know he has a daughter, and I don't know if he was married. So, And, Peter Criss is 80, so you got to figure he's next. Uh, okay, well, I never saw the movie, so I don't get the insult, which, that's great that I didn't see the movie. The Trolls be coming in early. Even that's what I love about Trolls. Even on a sad day for me, because I am a pretty big Kiss fan, they still have to come in here and be a dick. But that's all right. Just know this. I don't wish I had any of your lives. Trust me on that one. So that gets me through the day. We're going to put the red filter on. Now, I know Art Hartman from North Dallas 40, but I have a feeling you don't know what that movie is, so it's all good. All good in the hood. Earl Skakel live in the Earlverse. I hope you guys are doing well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And, we'll just... cold gin time again. You'll always win. I mean, a lot of classic Ace guitar riffs. I mean, Parasite. That's my favorite Ace guitar riff. Diddly deep 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 diddly deep 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 diddly deep 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 deep. She always, Trolls are just losers. That I will allow all caps on that one, Connie Legis. Just. And I think Trump was about to give them the Kennedy Center honors, so that'll be weird. Yeah, I mean, do you get it? No, I don't really prepare for my stream, to be honest with you. I just hit record, and hopefully everyone's cool, and usually they are. Sometimes they aren't. Yeah, Into the Void was a good song. I mean, certainly not one of his more known songs, I think it was like wasn't it like an extra song on Psycho Circus? I mean, my favorite Ace song. I mean, I liked a lot of his solo songs. I like Dolls. I mean, that's a really deep cut, culty song. Shock Me, obviously, is great. That was Peter Criss, Jenna, saying Beth. I'm trying to think what other, some obscure Ace songs. I like this cover of Yellow's Do Ya? Rock Soldiers. Back in the summer of '82, there's a reason I remember it well. I was drinking and driving, slipping and sliding, bringing me close to hell. Yeah, I mean, I know Jim's a big... I mean, if you're of my age and Jim's age, you grew up with Kiss. And you saw, like, the best of Kiss. You guys, people are like 10 years, 15 years younger than me and Jim. You saw Kiss in their glam era, Crazy Nights and Asylum and, Heaven's on Fire and Lick It Up, which is a good era, but, primetime Kiss was pretty special to witness. Thank you, One King 22. Lip Starboy. No, Peter Criss sang Beth. Probably Ace's best known song was Shock Me, which is a true story about, I believe it was Lakeland, Florida, where Ace was going down the guardrail and he stepped in some water and he was holding the guardrail, so he got electrocuted. Yeah, I mean, Ace, Rock and Roll All Night, that's a great solo. I mean, Detroit Rock City, that's a very simple solo, but pretty iconic. I mean, just so many great solos. Yeah, I think they were all Jewish guys. What up, Kip Smith, in the house? And then, I mean, Kiss was probably, you could probably say it was never the same. after the originals broke up. I mean, they were bigger in the 80s from the standpoint of albums sold. Um, you know, and like their biggest single ever was the Michael Bolton song "Forever," which is weird, or their highest charting single, I guess you'd say. So, it's just one of those things that, I mean, when Vinnie Vincent took over for Ace, he kind of changed the sound. It was more modernized, faster playing. Mark St. John certainly was faster playing than Ace. I mean, Bruce Kulick was kind of a good blend of classic Kiss and with a modernized sound. But yeah, 'cause life is all I need. My satisfaction grows. Do 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 do. You make me feel like ease. You even make me glow. Don't pull the plug on me. I'm feeling low. So get me high, shock me, make me feel better. Do 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 do. Shock me, put on your black leather. I mean, just such a great song and a great solo. Um, so I don't know who Hassan is, to be honest with you. Yeah, Melvins. I mean, so many iconic. I mean, Nirvana covered Kiss. I think they did a "Do You Love Me." There's a great. It was kind of an underground covers record where you had, I think, the Melvins, Nirvana, and a couple other, I guess you'd say, punk bands or whatever, covering Kiss songs. Of course, Kiss did a tribute album. Kiss is the only band I know that played on their own tribute album. Garth Brooks, the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Um, that's a good song. Yeah, I mean but it was a different era when that song was happening. I like Dio and Black Sabbath because it was faster and heavier. Yeah, I mean Dio had a much better voice than Ozzy, but there was something missing when it was Dio. It wasn't quite Ozzy. Um, I mean, I would say Kiss's best album. I mean, Destroyer's pretty good. Um, and Alive is a great album, although it's not really a live album. A lot of tricks on that. You ever notice the crowd stays the same pitch the whole time? Um, and then, if you get into, Creatures, I mean, Ace wasn't on Creatures of the Night, but, Kiss had some good albums. I mean, they get a lot of shit for some of their bad albums, but um, is anyone in the Dabbleverse streaming right now? I don't know. I'm not sure on that. I'm assuming, there's a few people streaming, but you know what? Let me see who is streaming in the Dabbleverse. So if you guys don't like my shtick, you can go there. And I say that with no um, ill will towards you guys. Let's see. Let's see who's in the Dabbleverse right now. It's Karmic X. I like Karmic X. He's getting a lot of shit, and I don't particularly see a good ending with him and Felicia, but I don't. We've got. We see Nobody Likes Onions is doing their. I mean, they never really leave the air, so they're live right now, but it's not live. Karmic X is watching. Shmuel Buckman is live. He's the guy I know the least about, but he's live. If you don't like what I'm doing, Alyssa Jordan is live with 332 people watching. Man, I'm in the wrong fucking business, man. I mean, I try and be a funny streamer, and she's got almost 400 people watching. But, I'm not turning into Brennan. It is kind of weird. So, go to Karmic X's stream if you don't like my shtick. Yeah, I mean, let me look up Kiss's. Shmuel the Ghoul. I mean, I don't know anything about him, but I don't believe there's anyone in the Dabbleverse in the stream right now, so we can't really talk about the Dabbleverse. That's the new rule. I've expanded the rule to if any one of the OGs from the Dabbleverse is in the Skakel stream, we can talk Dabbleverse. The Shuley network is unwatchable garbage. I just get tired of the stuttering John talk. And I'm friends with Shuley. Like, you know, we bonded over the Ric Flair roast. Yeah, I mean, 100% Kip Smith. I mean, I'd rather have 18 people in here than have 100 people in here talking about Joey C. And you know, no offense to Joey C., but like, I just, you know, I'd honestly rather make no money and have 20 people in here than to have to be, because you notice all those Dabbleverse streams, you know, they're all, you know, they super chat and all the hosts are dependent. Then they have to cuck to the people giving them money. Stuttering John said he'd whoop your ass, or I don't recall he said that. And he would not, I can assure you of that. Okay, Chase, you're uninteresting already. And I doubt he said that. I've never really said a bad word about Stuttering John. I mean, I have one story of when we went on the show, the Robert Schimmel tribute at the Comedy Store, and he didn't really have a great set. And he didn't necessarily bomb, but he didn't do well. I mean, he was on a lineup with pretty much all paid regulars from the Comedy Store. Yes, the Kings and the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight in about an hour and a half. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, and you know, you always need, but I didn't really say anything, Connie. Like I said, what did I say? He didn't have a great set at the Comedy Store. Like, he'll deny that, but I don't, it's just, I was there, you weren't. So, I mean, go ahead. If you're trying to get me into the Dabbleverse drama, save it. So, CLG, I don't know what that means, Kip. Well, you just said he'd kick my ass, so he would not. I guarantee you that. But I don't do the online stuff. Next time we're in a room together, take a swing at me and see what happens. I have had many a hat trick in hockey. It's been a while, but you know, I've got the hardest shot in my league, so you know, that has scored me many a goal. I never saw Deadpool, to be honest with you, so you know, I'll have to look it up. I don't know what that means, Connie. You lost me on that one. So can I get that in English, please? Thank you very much. I know you're a long-time fan of the show, but you know, I'm not quite sure what that means. We got some real interesting types in the stream, that's for sure. And we welcome all in the Earl world. Of course, trolls, you're welcome to try, but so far you guys are about 0 for 5,000. How many what? I'm not sure, Connie Lingus, what you are talking about, unfortunately. So, by the way, no Comedy Store this weekend. I will be in Las Vegas at a friend's wedding. And then Sunday, I will be seeing Judas Priest and Alice Cooper at the Great Western Forum. So it will be a good time. Yeah, we don't do that in here. Itchy Butt. We don't. You're gonna have to go to Karmic X's stream for that. I'll give you the. Let me see what Karmic X's channel is. Just go on Karmic X Live, and you'll have a good time in there. You know, it's a little more your speed, Itchy Butt. But I do appreciate you coming in here, and you know, have a good time in there. We won't miss you here. But Lois is up and coughing, so everything's good in the hood in my house. And I hope you guys are good too. I will be streaming from Las Vegas. Dirty Harry. My favorite Dirty Harry movie is Magnum Force. Great movie. I do know Brendan Cooney. Very funny comic. I mean, they're just not funny. I don't even talk to them anymore. Yeah, he does really hate flappers. Have you ever seen the great... yeah, he gave me a shitty intro the other night at the Comedy Store. Yeah, I mean, I know that the bigger the channel gets, you know, the more trolls there'll be. So, you know, it's just part of the business. No, it's a shtick he does. He doesn't need a walker anymore. I bet you do, Connie Lingus. I bet you do. So, yeah, Formaggio, come back tomorrow, baby. You were probably the most unfunny person in the stream. So, you know, I don't know. Just watch the rest of the stream, chill out, and, you know, have a good time. Have you ever met? Yeah, I've done shows with Sebastian. I mean, I was on the same show. I mean, he was on like an hour and a half before me. So we, you know, and I used to see him at Equinox, where he works out, the West Hollywood location. That's where I met CM Punk, and he was kind of a dick to me. So, but I don't think CM Punk. Yeah, Sebastian. Yeah, he's quiet. You know, he's a little standoffish if he doesn't know you. So, you know, you know, but you know, once he knows you, I think he opens up to you. Well, someone's just messaging me about Ace. You know, like if you walked up to him and said, "Hey, can I get a picture?" He'd take a picture. I'm not sure what that means. VAP. We're going to call you VAP. John Caparulo, he brought me up the other night at the Comedy Store, a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, Sebastian's, you know, trying to get into that dual acting comedy world. I mean, I don't think any of his movies have done great, but, you know, that's not all him. I mean, very few movies do well these days. I mean, The Rock's movie was a complete bomb about Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine. So yeah, hit the likes, hit the subscribe buttons. Yeah, Ace is gone. You know, 74 years old. It's really not that surprising, to be completely honest with you. I mean, he partied pretty hard in the paint. So, you know, it's one of those things that you just kind of have to, you know, it's not really surprising, to be honest with you. Yes, he was in The Irishman. Yeah, I mean, Ace at 74, the insides of his body, like if you were to do a chronological scan of the insides of his body, like his lungs and his liver, were probably that of someone who was 120. So, you know, you party like he did, and you know, he did the 80s cocaine, which was pure, you know, fentanyl and that shit. You know, it's a miracle he lived to 74, to be honest with you. Rock did look like Kerr, but for some reason that movie didn't do well. I think Mark Kerr's a pretty obscure celebrity. I mean, I know who he is, but like the general public isn't going to be jazzed about Mark Kerr. And it's too bad because it is a great story. It's a sad story, but it's a great story. And the Rock fans will see it, but the Rock is kind of like Kiss, actually. Where Kiss never really had that gigantic selling album like, um, Metallica or Def Leppard selling 10 to 20 million. I think Alive maybe did 4 million, which is a nice selling record, but it was just Kiss fans buying it. So, and that's the same thing with like I think The Rock's movie is a lot of people who don't like The Rock aren't going to see the movie. So, but I'm sure it'll do well in the streaming world. Um, Mark Kerr was an MMA fighter. He was just a sad story, drugs and the downfall. He was one. He was part of like the OG, the start of the UFC when it was kind of like McCain was right. It literally was human cockfighting. So I know the low level trolling is. Yeah, I mean, Nevermind sold 65 million copies. That's crazy. I don't think Kiss ever had a record like that. I mean, Alive, I think probably so maybe 6 million, which is a lot of records. Don't get me wrong, but Def Leppard, I think Hysteria sold like 16 to 20 million. Um, Metallica's got several albums that went diamond, which is 10 million and up. So no, not Steve Kurz, but now we're not doing the Nick joke again in here. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, they say that's how was it Sackett died, hit his head on the bedboard or something. So who could play Tank Abbott? I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, anyone could play him if you gained weight and look like that. Um, I mean, you'd have to be 300 pounds at the time of filming. I mean, that's a great question. I'm trying to think of a current actor. I mean, one of the Hemsworth brothers could if they just got fat. Um, yeah, 100% Rebel. No Mariners talking here. It's funny. I thought of John Goodman, but he'd be too old. Like, you'd have to get like a younger actor because if you're going to do Tank Abbott the early years, you'd have to have a pretty big guy to do it. I mean, Zac Efron could probably do it. I mean, he'd get fat. You'd have to say, "Hey, dude, you got to put on 100 pounds of fat." Um, you know, to kind of like do what Christian Bale did with the what was it, The Machinist. Um, I mean, Bob. I don't know who Tim Erickson is, but I certainly know who Bob Sapp is. Um, so yeah. I mean, Jason Statham could do it. I mean, if the I don't know. The Tank Abbott story would kind of be like the Mark Kerr story. I don't think people would have a general interest in it. And there's really what would the end be? Um, because his last fight I think was getting killed by Kimbo Slice, and then he just went to living a normal life. So I don't know. I mean, maybe the beginning part of it would be, it would be kind of like those Clint Eastwood bare knuckle movies. The beginning would be good, and then, I don't know what there has to be a payoff, and I don't know if there is. It's not like he killed someone. Like I've always thought there should be a movie about Ron Lyle because the payoff there is he's this boxer. He goes to prison for 7.5 years for murder. He fights Ali and Foreman almost beats both, and then he's a journeyman fighter after that for the most part, and then he ends up as a security guard in Vegas killing another person. So there's a payoff there. You don't really get that with Tank Abbott. So yeah, Kimbo Slice was pretty big back in the day. Kimbo lost to that cop, Gagnon, Sean Gagnon, what's his name? So, um, and that was with Kimbo and all his homies. They, like Gagnon started getting the upper edge on Kimbo, and then they'd stop the fight. You stepped on his foot. um, so I respected that guy. He had no posse. Yeah, the Boston cop. I don't know if his first name was Sean, but I mean Butterbean. He's pretty fucked up physically, from what I. You'd have to get maybe a pro wrestler. Maybe that guy who's the fat guy in WWE, like he's like a hillbilly character. I only watch AEW, but you'd have maybe that Otis. No, I don't watch WWE, but you'd have to get like someone like that. Or I'm trying to think. There's that guy. He's a jobber in AEW, JD Drake. He could probably play Tank Abbott, but JD Drake's not going to sell tickets. Um, so you'd have to really probably get a famous actor. Brian Landon. Oh shit, we can talk to Earlverse now. Brian Landon is here in the motherfucking house. Actually, because Brian Landon is so iconic in the Dabbleverse, he gets this. Who was your favorite comedian that you think you could take in a fight? I mean, yeah, it's sad, Jeffrey, because of Ace, but it's not like we were best friends or anything. Yeah, but we have a rule in here, Connie. If there's anyone from the Dabbleverse in here, we could talk about the Dabbleverse. Otherwise, we cannot. Um, so I'm trying to Buttermean. Yeah, because you would need someone if you were doing a Tank Abbott story. In theory, you would probably need some late 20s, early 30s to play Tank when he was younger, and then you could age him out with makeup and shit. So I don't think so, Rebel, but I'll let Brian figure that out for himself. I love Tex Cobb. I have tried to find Tex Cobb for my podcast, and he is basically unfindable. Yeah, definitely RIP. It's a heavy, heavy day here for me because I'm a big Kiss fan. I mean, Kiss, I'm 57, so when I was a kid, 10 years old and whatnot, I mean, Kiss were the Beatles to me. They were I mean, they released 4 solo albums on the same day. You'll never see a band do that. You would not see the Foo Fighters do that. Tex Cobb is great. He's a great actor and very smart. You think, what? He graduated full ride from Temple University. I've tried to find him. He doesn't really do interviews. So, I mean, a friend of mine's a federal judge, and he couldn't even get him to, do it. So, everyone says I look like John Cena. I don't think I do. You can't see me. Tex Cobb is, he's an enigma. A great boxer, a great chin, I should say. A good boxer, a great kickboxer. A lot of people don't know that about him. I'm not sure if it is going to happen. Maybe Brian Landon can chime in on that. It seems like awfully hastily put together. So I think who did he fight? John Jackson was like the Mike Tyson of the kickboxing world back then, and he had some good battles with him. I mean, he was a tough guy. I mean, Texas, and the rumor was he was supposed to fight Muhammad Ali, which would have been an entertaining fight. But he broke his arm in a bar fight like a couple weeks before. Yeah, Bill Wallace, great call there. But John Jackson, I think, was like the guy when, at least when Tex Cobb was in his prime of kickboxing. And you know, no, we're going to talk about '80s kickboxing, baby. Connie Lingus, you're coming in a little hot today. You're usually pretty cool. Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Joe Louis, one of the early great heavyweights. Of course, not only did I get to see a prime Kiss, but in the '70s and '80s, um, I got to see heavyweight boxing. Late '70s, early '80s, you had a prime Ali, a prime Frazier, a prime Foreman, and then you had like the second tier guys were great. Ken Norton, Ernie Shavers, Ron Lyle, Jerry Quarry, Jimmy Smith, John Tate. Any other era, those guys would have been champs. So it was a great time to be a heavyweight boxing fan. Lou Diamond Phillips and Danny Trejo brothers. One's a cop, the other's a drug lord. You know which is which epic they live fight scene at the end. I can get Lou. You can get Lou. I would have Lou Diamond Phillips on my podcast. He was great in that one. The First Power, I think it was called. Didn't do very well. The bad guy was Jeff Korber. So Earl plays Lou's cop brother. Gene LaBelle kicks some ass. Yeah, he could kick some ass. Well, George Foreman said Ron Lyle was the hardest hitter. And I believe Ron Lyle beat Ernie Shavers. I'm not doubting all these. Ron Lyle, just that overhand right was fucking unbelievable. Biggest hands I've ever shook were the hockey fighter Todd Ewan. His hands just engulfed mine. And Shane Doan, actually another hockey player. Well, Ron Lyle is, I bought his book, it's right over there. Definitely Ron Lyle is my greatest what if. Like, what if Ron Lyle did not spend 7 years in prison? What could we have seen? So that will always be a question in my mind. Yeah, I saw Shane Carwin fight Lesnar live. I think it was in Vancouver, and he was killing Lesnar. And then Lesnar just powered out of it and started killing him. I think Shane got a little tired. He didn't have the greatest stamina. He was used to knocking guys out. So let's see. I'm just looking up Bill Sugarfoot Wallace. Wallace holds a 10th Dan black belt. Damn, 10-degree black belt. Jesus Christ. Let me see here. Bill Wallace was a personal trainer and close friend of Elvis Presley and John Belushi. Bill Wallace is the guy who found John Belushi dead. Interesting. Let's see who some of his wins were. Let's see if he ever fought John. They fought a lot of guys. Okay. His last fight was in 1980. Let's see. John Jackson, kickboxer. See, I don't have a producer, so I have to do all this shit on my own. Do I ever train like kickboxing? No, I have a torn ACL in my right leg. So I play hockey still, which is probably my claim to fame. Let's see. Was it John Jackson? I'm trying to let me look up Tex Cobb kickboxing. Maybe I'm saying the name wrong. Tex Cobb kickboxing. All right. I'm too scared to. Yeah, John Jackson was. The time Frank Dux was confronted by Randall Tex Cobb. I'd love to see that. I work out a lot, but I don't train like in mixed martial arts or whatnot. I'm too scared to, go into a jiu-jitsu studio, which I would love to do, Um, but I know they say, well, you can just tell whoever you're rolling with not touch your knee, and I know the game. That you say, hey, my right knee's fucked up, don't touch it. They're gonna want to touch it. So do you have arthritis in that knee? Tommy Morrison, yes, so one of the great. I mean, Tommy Morrison was a great fighter, but he just got sidetracked into fucking drugs and oh shit, Brian Landon, because you're such a Dabbleverse legend. 1999, thanks Earl, you the man. Now, Brian, you're new to my stream, I believe. I mean, I think you may have been in once or twice, but when someone super chats me, they get the ray gun. But when someone, hits me with a 1999 stream, you get. Just a little added bonus I do, Ryan. Yeah, Tommy Morrison kind of falls into that Ron Lyle, like, very talented. And then, well, we can't talk Dabbleverse. The new rule is if someone from the Dabbleverse is actually in the stream, and Brian Landon is an elite super chatter from the Dabbleverse, we can talk about the Dabbleverse. So, I mean, yeah, Tommy Morrison, who knocked him out? Let me see. Was it Ray Mercer? Let me look up Tommy Morrison's fight record. I mean, he definitely, he had the talent, white or black, but, so let's see. Tommy Morrison, he got knocked out that, let's see. Tommy Morrison fight card. Where would you find that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's see. Did he fought Razor Ruddock? Oh, he beat Razor Ruddock in June of '95. Razor Ruddock is one of my favorite. And then he got his ass kicked. Hold on, I can't read this fucking. Let's go to his Wikipedia page. It's a little easier to read. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so he lost to Lennox Lewis, TKO. He TKO Donovan Ruddock. That's kind of surprising. And then he beat George Foreman. I mean, he beat Carl Williams, who's a good fighter. Beat Joe Hip, Bobby Quarry. Beat Pinklin Thomas, James Quick Tillis. I mean, he had some impressive victories. Ray Mercer, that's the one. Ray Merciless Mercer. And then, a couple of his fights, there was rumors that they were fixed, but Tex Cobb also had that rumor too. Yeah, I mean, he definitely was someone, Tommy Morrison, who was not equipped for fame, to be honest with you. Any thoughts on the movie Serial Mom? Man, it's been a while since I've seen it, so not really, to be honest with you. Yeah, Carl the Truth Williams. I mean, he had some good. Let's look at Razor Ruddock. What happened to him? He is known for his 2 fights against Mike Tyson, a fight against Lennox Lewis, and a fight with Tommy Morris. And Michael Dokes is another guy. Yeah, RIP Ace. Man, I think someone's going to be mad that Landon sent me $20. People should be happy. Hey, Landon, like, dropping in an Earl, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, he lost to Dylan Carmen for the heavyweight title in September of 2015. That's pretty recent. Jesus. Well, let's get to his prime. Let's get to Razor Ruddock's prime. Let's go to those Tyson fights. I mean, he beat Michael Dokes, James Bone Crusher Smith. I mean, Michael Dokes is probably. Oh, he beat Mike Weaver. Yeah, he beat Mike Weaver. I used to take boxing lessons from Mike Weaver's triplets brother. How am I full of what? What have I said that is untrue? Nicholas, speak your mind. Speak your mind. Come on in. Speak your mind. So let's go. He had a lot of wins, and then he ran into Mike Tyson, lost 2 fights in a row to Mike Tyson, TKO in a unanimous decision. Beat Greg Page. Greg Page was a pretty good fighter. Lost to Lennox Lewis in the I think second round, I think. Lost to Tommy Morrison, then he beat a bunch of fucking nobodies. Yeah, I mean that was a wild period. There's a lot of good fighters. Page. Let's look at Greg Page's record. I know this probably isn't very interesting to many of you, but I'm a big boxing fan of this time frame. So, I mean, Greg Page was what was his big claim to fame? Um, Let me see. Oh, he passed away in 2009. 6'2", 206 pounds, 76 fights, 58 wins, 48 by knockout, 17 losses, 1 draw. He outpointed heavyweight world champions Tim Witherspoon, James Smith, and knocked Jerry Coetzee out. He was also a regular sparring partner for Mike Tyson. Larry Holmes was a beast. Great jab. He was a U.S. boxing champion. He became WBA champion. But let's take a look at some of Greg Page's wins and losses. Let's see what his best win was. I mean, he beat Bone Crusher Smith. No, he beat Tim Witherspoon. He was a decent fighter. Let's see. A lot of no-names on this guy's card. A lot of tomato cans. Lost to Bruce Seldon, who ironically was the guy Mike Tyson fought when Tupac got shot. Beat James Bone Crusher Smith. Lost to Razor Ruddock. Lost to Mark Willis, Orland Norris, Joe Bugner. Lost to Buster Douglas. Tony Tubbs he lost to. Lost to David Bay, Tim Witherspoon. He beat Ronaldo Snipes. Lost to Trevor Berbick. Beat Jimmy Young. So he had some wins. He wasn't horrible. I like Foreman. My favorite heavyweight fight of all time is George Foreman and Ron Lyle. Yeah, I mean, there was probably a group of about 10 boxers from this particular. I mean, Jimmy Young was a great fighter. I mean, he had a great fight against Ali. He had a great fight with Ron Lyle, 2 fights with Ron Lyle, and then George Foreman. So, and then Ken Norton he fought. I mean, it was really a great time to be a heavyweight boxing fan because you always had the top guys, obviously in the 70s you had the big three, Ali, Foreman, Frazier, but then you had like those second tier guys who could have been champion in any other era. And then in came the 80s, you had Larry Holmes. Hold on here. Hold on here. So, by the way, trolls, if you haven't figured it out by now because you're too stupid, I don't read your trolls unless you pay me. It's the Kevin Brennan business model. Me and Kevin may be beefing right now, but I will say that's one thing he's taught me. You want to talk shit about me? One, you would never say it to my face, so I don't respect you at all. But if you want to say it, you gotta show me the money, honey. Sorry, baby dolls. This is just the way life works, bitch. Thoughts on Riyadh Comedy Festival? I would not have gone myself. I mean, not cool, but I mean that's interesting. Yeah, Rocky. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's very hard to say who the greatest boxer of all time was. I mean, obviously, a prime Ali was awesome. I mean, a prime Tyson was unbeatable, man. I mean, he just had a ferocity to his punches I've never seen. You know, he had the one blip against Buster Douglas, but you know, I mean, the greatest boxer of all time. I mean, it's hard to go against a prime Ali. I mean, I was watching him and Ron Lyle, and this was I don't know if I would say it was a prime Ron Lyle because you know, he was in prison for 7.5 years, so I don't know how good his training was. I mean, he was certainly jacked. They say he did 1,000 push-ups a day for like 7.5 years. I mean, I could crank out 100. I don't think I could do any more than that a day. Well, I don't know if you say he never fought. He fought who was there. I mean, he didn't duck anybody. I mean, most fighters did not want to fight Razor Ruddock because of his left. Tyson beat him twice. Um, yeah, you got to pay me for a personal request. Yeah, it's Club Jihahad. Hello, that's my friend Yoshi's joke for the record. Um, So, you know, I would not have gone personally. I mean, you know, that part of the world hates blacks, they hate Jews, they hate women, they hate gays. I believe Saudi Arabia was partially responsible for financing 9/11. And that's the crazy thing that Pete Davidson, who lost his dad in one of the towers, went over there. Like, fuck those people. And people are like, well, you go over there for 10 million. Well, they're not going to pay me $10 million for 30 minutes. I could do 100 push-ups. I mean, would the last 20 be great form? Probably not, but I could do them. I mean, I'm pretty strong for my age. Like I can do 130-pound dumbbell bench presses, you know, 2 or 3 times. Um, yes, play some Shock Me. Good life is all I need. My satisfaction grows. You make me feel like ease. You even make me glow. Don't turn the power on me. Oh no. Well, the funny thing about Howard Cosell is I was watching the Ron Lyle George Foreman fight, and Ken Norton was on color commentary. And the way Cosell was unintentionally trolling him was so fucking funny. Like, because you could tell Ken Norton, he was a little uncomfortable on camera, but he was pretty good. I mean, his boxing analysis was straight on. Um, but at one point, Foreman's about to knock out Lyle, and Cosell was like, said something to the effect of, hey, this is kind of like when he knocked you out in the second round, right, Ken? Like, it's like, fuck you. Let's see you fight Foreman, Cosell, you old Jew bastard. Yeah, I mean, but I can do it. I mean, if I'm feeling it, I can do it 3 times. But twice is probably my max. And you know, the hardest part of doing 130-pound bench press dumbbells is just getting them on your knees from the weight rack. I can't. I mean, almost every time I do it, I almost drop them because they're so fucking heavy. You think Gene was jealous of Ace? I mean, Ace was the coolest member of Kiss by far. I mean, that's just the way it is. But, I mean, Cosell was just trying to make it about me. Me, 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 me. And then he called that receiver on the Redskins a monkey. Like, use. Read the room, Howie. I mean, I would say, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Gene's pretty talented. I think Gene had the potential to be a really, really good bass player, but he got too in it for the money and the pussy. Um, so, yeah, I mean, I would not have done the festival. And I know people don't believe that. You do it if they give you $1 million, $2 million. Um, I don't really feel the need to make those people laugh. You know, and like it's crazy. Like Burr's wife is black. How do you think a black woman gets treated over in Saudi Arabia? So, you know, I think it's funny. Tim Dillon, you know, I think someone told me that he got half the deposit, and then they found out he was gay, so he kept the deposit. Um, so, well, Ali at that time was the greatest. Uh, so. Well, the newbies in the stream, I see your questions a lot better if they're super chats. That is Lois Coffin. So, oh, I thought he let it be known that he was gay, and then, um, yeah, I mean, Libya still has slavery. That's crazy. You're gonna go over there and tell jokes? Fuck those people. Could I use $1 million? Sure, but like, I'm not gonna go. They chopped up that fucking what's his name, Khashoggi, that journalist. That's in that part of the world. They fucking murdered and butchered a journalist because he spoke his mind. And I'm gonna go over there and tell jokes to those people? Fuck those people. So to anyone who went over there, enjoy the blood money. I hope it was worth it. And that's the thing. Most of the comics who went over there didn't need the money. Like Whitney doesn't need the money. Burr doesn't need the money. Russell Peters doesn't need the money. Pete Davidson's doing fine, you know. So, oh, wait, what? Steve Jones died? What? No, are you kidding? Or are you just being a dick? Hold on, let me look that up here. Sorry about saying that, but it's like. I haven't been on Kill Tony in like 5 years, so nice try. I don't see anything about Steve Jones dying. Why say something that stupid, dude? Come on, man. Well, money's money. I mean, $1 million for 30 minutes of work. Um, I never did stand up on Kill Tony, so if you're gonna troll me, Benji, you gotta fucking be accurate, you fucking Momo. I mean, you guys are unbelievable. Good for you, Waiver. 57 for life. Yeah, Steve Jones didn't die, you fucking idiot. Like we're having a good time in here. You got to say something like that. I mean, go to Karmic X's stream, you fucking loser. I was on the panel like 7 years ago. So, yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why anyone would go over to that part of the world. Well, I don't look to Tony Hinchcliffe to know if I'm funny, so don't worry about it. I did 6 Kill Tonys. I did 2 as the Iron Patriot, and 4 as a panelist. I never really had a good time, to be honest with you. I mean, because I was trying to give advice, because I'm a comedy fan, and I have been on Corolla about a year and a half ago. And I could tell the crowd was like, we don't want you to give comedy advice. We want you to shit on these open micers. And my thing is, I don't shit on people who are incapable of firing back at me. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to look it up, dude. I was on 6 of them. Early. I mean, the last time I was on was in the main room, and the guests were Jim Norton, me, and Sam Roberts. So, yeah, the Corolla episode's good. I mean, I guess you could just look up Earl Skakel, Adam Carolla. If you want to see me on bigger podcasts, there's that. I was also on Joey Diaz's podcast, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I was on recently Jesse Lee Peterson's podcast. Rock and Roll Over is a great album. So, um, that was a very good album. Been on Anthony. I was supposed to do Cumia. I was about to go to New York for something, but I did not end up going. I forget the reason why. Trying to get on Gutfeld, but that's on hold, for whatever reason. And, Jesse Lee Peterson was pretty funny. He's just a black troll. He's like a black Alex Stein. And he sent me a clip of Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy was on before me. He's like, watch this so you know what you're getting yourself into. And of course, I didn't watch it because I like being, um, I like going into things blind, so my reactions are organic. Um, yes, it's pretty funny. Let's see. Let me pull up a clip. I don't think Jesse Lee Peterson would mind that. Let's see here. I'll snipe myself. That's allowed, right? Okay. Let's see here. Let me make sure the volume is nice and loud.
So, what do you think about the attack on white men?
I knew you were going to come back to that. I'm trying to talk about puss.
So, what do you think about the attack on white men?
I knew you were going to come back to that. I'm trying to talk about puss.
So,
The hot seat.
what is love?
Love is unconditional behavior between two people.
Whoa.
Is it ever okay to call a woman fat?
PHAT? Yes.
Do you love the great white hope, Donald Trump?
I don't love him, no.
And do you love white people?
You're breaking me down. You're like you're Tom Lang interrogating OJ. I love all people.
Did you have fun?
This was.
And so, are you voting for the great white hope?
Right now, I'm not voting for either.
How did you know who the great white hope was?
Well, I mean, when there's only two candidates, I'm going to assume you're talking about. I know you're not talking about my cousin. When he endorsed Trump, he gave Trump about 5 votes. I'm assuming Trump. I'm assuming you mean Trump, unless you have another candidate. So you're voting for Trump?
All the way.
Why?
I gave you the name, the Great White Hope.
Well, see, I'm thinking of Jerry Quarry, the boxer from the 70s. He was the Great White Hope.
Where is he now?
I think he's died of CTE.
I rest my case. And so,
It's like saying all Asian people have small wieners.
I didn't say.
Not all of them do.
How you know?
I've been in the gym. I've been in the locker room. And you can't say all African Americans have huge weenies.
Amazing.
It's like saying all Asian people have small wieners.
I didn't say.
Not all of them do.
So you get the picture. You get the picture. We had good chemistry. I think he said I'm the guest that made him laugh the most. So I would go back on that. I had a good time. I don't know what we would talk about, but he was just trying to get me to say the N-word, I think. So, and I almost said it at one point. And then someone, I guess he had his own allegations, They're like, I can't believe you did that guy's show. I'm like, why not? He was pretty funny. He's like, didn't you see the allegations in the video the guy made? And there was some guy who, accused Jesse of things. I don't know. I had a good time, but, I don't know. I got a few followers from it. Oh, I wasn't going to walk off. I'm too quick for Jesse. Like, I'm not the funniest guy in the world. I'm not the greatest joke writer, but I'm fast. I know the deal. Well, thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. But I'm quick. That's my greatest comedy attribute. There's people funnier than me, but nobody's quicker than me. I was just, raised, I guess, with a brilliant, quick mind. I don't know if that's my mom or dad. Well, it's his show, baby. I'm the guest. I'm not supposed to be leading the conversation, baby. I don't know if you know how talk shows work, and I was playing with him. So, well, I just, someone says something to me, I'm pretty quick on the rebuttal. You know, that's why I was good in roast battle. I was really good on the rebuttal. So, you know, I think that's what I was blessed with. I mean, and his studio, trust me, is in the hood. That is a fact, Jack. Well, Rubber Chicks, I don't know what you want me to do then. So, you know, you didn't like me on the show, then what do you want me to do? Suck your dick? God, some of you people. No, I can't do a crip walk. No, I don't do online roast battles. Trust me on that one. You want to roast battle me, it's face to face. We're on the same stage in front of a live audience. And, you know, we'll see what you got, big boy. Well, then what do you want me to do, Rubber Chicks? I mean, leave the stream if you don't think I'm funny. You know. You're the only one that said I wasn't funny on that show, so you're just being a dick, and that's fine. I'm in too good of a mood for you to ruin my day. No, in Vegas this weekend. Wait, what was that? Wait, where did I miss? I'm going to Vegas for a wedding. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, Rob's politics rub people the wrong way. Well, you didn't have to time him out, Waiver. You know, it's just like, you get it. You know, he said you're not funny basically on the show 4 times. Okay, great. What do you want me to do? He's literally the only one that said I wasn't funny on Jesse Lee Peterson's show. And, you know, when 100 people say you're funny on a show, you're probably funny on the show. But, no, I don't roast online. You want to roast me? It's in person. Schneider's very funny, to be honest with you. We'll do another 2 minutes, guys. We'll go to the 70-minute mark. And then I got shit to do. So I must prepare for my drive to Vegas. I got to work out and all that stuff. Maybe watch a little bit of the King game. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what clip was that guy watching. Like, in every clip I showed you guys, Jesse was laughing. So, you know, it's just like, that's the proof. The video is not lying. And those videos were not doctored at all. So, yeah, Schneider started at the Holy City Zoo with, like, Dana Carvey, Larry Bubbles Brown. I mean, San Francisco, when Rob was doing comedy, had a great, vibrant scene. I hate Vegas, but, you know, my buddy's getting married there, so I got to go there. And tomorrow night, I will be seeing the Click 5 at the House of Blues. Then I'm going to go to the Hard Hat Lounge, which is my friend Frankie Sidoris's bar in Vegas. They're having a musical jam, and if you know anything about Vegas, a lot of 80s rockers live there, so who knows who I could be seeing tomorrow night. I was never in Second City. I was in the Groundlings. Yeah, I think his brother helped him run it, and then they had a falling out. Nick Schwartz and I don't get... I mean, Nick's pretty funny. But, you know, I'm not telling you who to think is funny or not. You know, he's very... I like his sense of humor. He has one of my favorite jokes. He's like, my dog has diarrhea, so I took him to the vet. And the vet said, what's wrong with your dog? I said, he's got really bad diarrhea. And the vet said, well, what are you feeding him? And Nick was like, diarrhea. I love stupid humor like that, to be honest with you. Tons of Tang, Brian, but cruise ships are for like hacky comics. I'm not hacky. I mean, I'm kind of like a Robert Schimmel-esque, and, you know, in general, you have to do pretty clean, like cookie cutter material on the cruise ships. I mean, cruise ships are the kiss of death for a comic. Any comic that's doing cruise ships, it's over. Yeah, I mean, I had fun at the Groundlings, but it was kind of a pyramid scheme. You know, at the time I was there, if anyone didn't advance in the workshop group, then people below the workshop group had to take the class again. And at the time, it was like fucking $800 a semester, or whatever you want to call it. You know? And I was good enough to pass the basic level. I mean, you know, I was the funniest guy in my class, and the teacher said that. And then the teacher said, you know, what happened was there's 12 classes. You then would get an evaluation at the end of the 6th class, and I'll never forget his exact words were, "You're the funniest guy in class. You're the team leader. All you need to do is work on your space work," which I absolutely did. Now, space work, for you guys not knowing what that is. So, you know, when you hold a phone like this, landline phone, thank you very much, you know, you go like that. So in improv, you're supposed to mimic what that looks like. So like that. I would literally be like this. And no, Ace Frehley said Gene Simmons is not dead. And then, so the 12th class comes, everyone's hugging each other goodbye, and you get evaluated. He calls you into the room one at a time. I think I was the last guy in line. Everyone's like, "Dude, you're going to get passed. We love you, blah, blah, blah." I get in there, and there's a seat in the middle of the room, and he's sitting in a seat. So you're like one-on-one. And before my ass even hit the chair, he was like, "You know you're not good enough to do this, right?" His name was Sean Hogan. I'll never forget his name, Sean Hogan. And he was very good. He was a great teacher, but he was bitter because he never made it. And it's like, don't get mad at me, bro. I'm not casting you or not casting you and stuff. And he's like, "You should take the class again." I'm like, "Yeah, for $800? No fucking thanks." And then, yeah, he's like, "You know, you can leave." But, you know, I'm a very honest guy. Like, I absolutely should have been advanced to the 2nd level, especially based on the 3 people from my class who got passed. I was funnier than all 3 of them. And improv funny, not just stand-up funny. But, so, you know, I'm better off as a stand-up. But, you know, I did enjoy the skill set that good improv. I'm a wanted man. You're in trouble. That's where you wanna be. So it was unfortunate because I think it would have actually helped my stand-up, because I would have learned sometimes. Sometimes I step on the crowd's laughter to this day, and that would have helped me, I think, listen to the crowd, I guess. So, but you know, that's the way it is. And, you know, I think I found my better calling in life, which is stand up. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button before we go. I would appreciate, you know, I always appreciate the financial tips. Thank you very much, Brian Landon. Unnecessary, but thank you. And, you know, you can hit the like. You know, a lot of people are like, "Earl, how can we help you if we don't want to, like, give you a tip or whatever?" You can hit the like button. New people, you can hit the subscribe button. You can just watch the videos. A view is a view. You can share the videos. That's free too. So, I mean, I think the most valuable thing I got from improv was listening to your partners, as you know, Brian. You know, you're forced to, you know, as a stand-up, I'm very selfish. You know, I'm going to do this joke the way I want to do it, and I'm going to force the audience to laugh through various tricks. But in improv, you've got to listen to your scene partner, and it's as much, if not more, about them than it is you. So, oh yeah. Well, I mean, I understand it. The way the improv, or the way the Groundlings was set up at that time, was, I think there was the performance group, which is the big one. That's where like the Tina Feys and Pee Wee Hermans were. The workshop group, which is people right on the cusp of getting into the performance group, and then level 3, level 2, and level 1. So I was at level 1. I should have absolutely been in level 2, if not put into level 3. But, you know, it's just one of those things. And I I don't know what Summer Stark is. I've never been on a cruise ship. When I even consider doing cruise ship comedy, that's why I'm out. It's just not for me, you know. You have to, listen, there's cruise ship comics who make a fortune, 6 figures a year, but their careers are over. But, it's a great gig financially. And, like Brian said, there's tons of pussy. You get on the right, like, Carnival cruise ships where it's bachelorette parties and horned up women, like, you get paid more than in just dollars. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do cruise ships. At the Groundlings, Brian? I mean, I'm trying to be Baker. It's tough. I mean, I should, I got some voiceover gigs, some potential voiceover gigs. But well, I would have used improv always as a training tool. My ex fiance was very deep into Upright Citizens Brigade. I think she was in the workshop group, not in the performance group, but she should have been in the performance group. But so I kind of dived back into at least watching improv when she was in it. Well, I mean, I would do comedy on a pontoon boat. I mean, that's a fact, yeah. But so, but stand-up's my calling. It's what I'm best at. Voiceover work as well. So, but I'm all about learning and trying new things. I would never go back to the Groundlings ever, ever again. So, and they'll live without me. I mean, my friend Leonard Robinson kills it at the Groundlings, and he loves it there. So, I got so many people texting me about Ace Frehley, like I was actually related to him. Hey, see Buddhist priest telling the funny. Yeah, I hear great things about Second City. I mean, UCB out here before the pandemic was pretty big because she was also Rob Riggle's assistant. So she would, we'd go to see Rob, who was in the performance group. But I think during the pandemic, who was it? It was Rob Riggle, Paul Scheer, and a couple other like actors. I've seen this guy in that thing and whatnot. Thank you, Kip Smith. I don't even know. I don't even get the insult. I mean, I just today found out what 6'7" means. So, SCTV, John Candy is Johnny LaRue. I mean, I definitely prefer doing stand-up on my own. I can only really explain to people what's funny in my head through my own words. I would hate to have a partner to try and get out what I think is funny in my head. Every now and then I perform at the Improv. I performed at a couple improvs all over the country. I opened up for Rob Schneider at the Schaumburg, Illinois Improv, which was awesome. I remember the hotel they put us in was like awesome. It had like a fucking track in the middle of the room. But I'm a Comedy Store guy. I guess you'd say Trevor Moore, the hockey player on the Kings. Hello. Yeah, I'm comedy. But although I did have a nice set last Saturday night at the Laugh Factory, and I think when I get back from Vegas, I'll be. Yeah, Rob loves his bucket hat. Yeah, but I hear the response to 6'7" is 41. Like, I don't get it. Basically, 6'7" means it's like saying whatever. So, Mac Davis. I knew Mac Davis very well. He was, I think Lois has to go to the bathroom. So we will end this stream on Lois going to the bathroom. So I'm going to get Lois prepared. And you guys can watch the Earl sign. Come here, Lois. Okay. My amazing dog Lois. She's about to be picked up by her mama because I will be. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Good, thanks. Oh, thank you, bro, very much. Appreciate that. I do like the neon sign. So here we are. SCTV was great. Joe Flaherty, Eugene Levy, John Candy. A great cast. So it's a little overcast right now. Yeah, I do miss, early SNL was great. I mean, that first cast was just lightning in a bottle. I haven't watched SNL since Norm Macdonald got fired, so it's been a minute. What up, high five? No, I think Lois just has to go pee-pee. When she coughs a lot, she's got to go to the bathroom. And that's okay. Oh, there we go. Right there. I mean, Lois was telling me, Daddy, I got the pee-pee, baby. Oh, here we go. This LA lifestyle right here. Damn, that's a lot of pee for a little dog, Lois. Yeah, I love Will Sasso. His Jesse Ventura, man, is so fucking funny. As well as carrying crosses. When he's working out with my buddy Chris Van Lee. Come on, Chris. I was a frog man. I was doing extensions in the Gulf of Tonkin. And Will Sasso is a big AEW wrestling fan. I mean, we'll say his career is doing quite nicely, to be honest with you. I mean, put it this way. He ain't doing a stream to 18 people. Hello, see, I'll roast myself. Let's roast. So, and let's see who's live. I'm about to end the stream, We've had a nice 85-minute stream here. Let's see who's going live right now. So, and thank you for the likes and subscriptions. Yes, Lois has a partially collapsed trachea. She also has fluid in the lungs from a heart issue. So, well, that's what happens when Yonder Wizard ends his stream. He brings people into my stream. I don't know how to rate a stream. But she's not in pain. The show the other night at the Troubadour was fucking awesome. Because she's bittersweet. She knocks me off of my feet. And I can't help myself. I don't want anyone else. She's a mystery. She's too much for me. But I keep coming back for more. She's just the girl I'm looking for. All right, so we've got, I don't know who this person is, but they are doing something on Karmic X. Nice podcast, Stupid. Not sure. It's some guy named Dan, number 138, and Little Debbie, number 130. I'm not familiar with them, but I can guarantee you they're probably not familiar with me. All right, go Jays, go Jays. She can't keep a secret for more than an hour. Do 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 do. She runs on 100 proof attitude power. Do 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 do. Shmuel Buckman is live right now, so go check out Shmuel Buckman. Oh, the Steelers playing right now? Oh shit, I didn't know they were playing right. What channel is the Steeler game on? Hold on, man. I've been fucking talking to you guys, and what channel is the Steeler game on? 206? Is it ESPN? I'm a huge Steeler fan. I didn't even know they were playing. Like what? What channel are the Steelers on? I don't see it on TV anywhere. Can someone find out what channel? Oh, it's on Amazon. Son of a bitch. I didn't know the Steelers play tonight. All right, let me switch. So you guys go to Shmuel Buckman's stream. Long story short there. Is it man. Son of a bitch, man. I'm really I thought they played tonight, but then I didn't see it on like ESPN or the NFL Network. Why can't these games all just be on the same fucking channels? Thank you. I mean, to be honest with you, that stream didn't do that well, but now Amazon Prime. How do I get the fucking video, man? Why is my life this hard? I think I'm a subscriber. Some show I liked was on there. All right, let's see. Amazon Prime. Man. Prime Video, okay. Sport, yeah, they are. I mean, got baseball, hockey on. Man, they sure do make it hard to find this fucking thing. Sorry about that. I don't have a producer. I really should have a producer, so I don't have to. Let's see here. Okay. Amazon. Okay, Prime Video. Here we go. I mean, they should make that a little easier to find, to be honest with you. Go King. Yeah, King's got. Okay, here we go. Watch. Can I have the volume up when I'm watching? I don't want to break any rules here. Steelers vs. Bengals main podcast. All right. Oh shit! Steelers are down 10-14.
They will take the first of the 3 timeouts.
Surprised the Bengals are getting such depth there with the linebackers.
It looks like the Steelers are driving. Yes, RIP Ace Frehley. I mean, I don't know if Kiss sucked. Yeah, Janie Lane was not a fan of Cherry Pie, but they needed a hit. And they say he literally wrote that song on a pizza box on a toilet. Shout out to Janie Lane he kept it real. He kept it real. All right, so we got the Bengals are up 14-10. Looks like the Steelers are driving. Is that Pat Dixon on the Amazon commercial? Kind of looks like him. All right, so the Steelers look like they're at about the 42-yard line. All right, Rodgers, 49 seconds at 1st and 10. See how I would do as an NFL announcer. Rodgers back to pass. He looks over. He shovel passes it to Gainwell, who trips. So the Steelers lose, I would say, about 2 yards. No, I mean, I pay for Amazon Prime Video. Look at Joe Flacco, man. I mean, I like pain. I like people to buy my shit, to be honest with you. So, I have no problem paying. Hey, let's get to 50 likes. That'll give me a boner. I'll show you guys my boner if we get to 50 likes. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm seriously. I think that was a story that he wrote. Whoa, now we got this game. We got my. I mean, this is out of control right now. So, I bet you did. You want to see my winky. All right, here we go. 2nd and 13. Rodgers in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. He looks for Metcalf, and Metcalf gets a big hit, but catches the ball. All right, I might have to turn the volume up for this one.
What would be the line to gain and beyond, even though Cincinnati's now showing we've got the ball.
Cincinnati's thinking.
I think 20 ended up pulling it out of DK Metcalf's arms and has the interception. If he got his feet down, he definitely got the ball out.
All right, Metcalf makes the catch.
Conference going on. The crowd, of course, is responding to what you see, the replay.
Oh shit, that's an
He
interception.
definitely has the football. I think it's
Jeez.
more about the feet down. What an effort here by Turner to get this ball out. Just to get it out. The
Oh.
foot's definitely down.
Yeeks. Oh well.
See it here.
Terry, what are you seeing?
I mean, I turn down more pussy than you get, red-blooded American. You son of a bitch. Now, hit the like button.
Get all enough, Terry, for you to have any.
The Pittsburgh Steelers on my team stink nasty.
He's got complete control with that knee down and then maintains control through contact with the ground.
Let's not lose sight of how. I mean, that is a huge, not just the time of this play, but what a play by Turner.
I mean, that's a nice play.
Hand was out of bounds.
All right, someone is here. I'm getting a message from the Larrabee Gate. And
I got my kiss boots on.
this is
Gail Gramlett.
Gail's mama. Damn, you
Lois's mama. Hi, little nugget. Hi.
Brandy not here?
No, she's in the car.
Oh, she didn't want to be on camera?
No, it's not that. It's well, probably not. You know, not everybody wants to be on camera. I don't mind.
This is Gail's mama.
Lois's mama.
This is Lois's mama.
I'm Lois's mama.
Gail's mama is home.
Yeah. Oh, it looks cool in here, Earl.
It's the Earl sign
Yeah.
and the rat font. Gail, plug your YouTube channel.
It's called Go See Gail. I do music reactions for a lot of metal, okay? Like metal stuff. A lot of it's deathcore and hardcore and fun. And then I do other stuff too, but lately I've just been going down the metal rabbit hole. That's why I wanted to see if you had any Kiss memorabilia, because I want to do a couple shorts.
I do.
Some Ace Frehley stuff. That's why I'm wearing the Kiss boots, see?
Hold on. Actually, I might.
Yeah. Just something like Kissish. I got from the Master's Guide. I got 12 sides.
Here, take this one. Now, this is a controversial record. There's Ace right there.
Yes.
Creatures of the Night. But Kiss is so full of shit that they don't know what album. They don't know. He might not have played on the album, but they put his face on it to sell more records.
Yeah.
But the guy who did play on the album, Vinnie Vincent, was not credited. It's great. Kiss are great guys.
And you really like Vinnie Vincent, don't you?
I mean, I like them all, but
Yeah.
And that's Eric Carr, the drummer, rest in peace.
Aw.
Gene Simmons, who drove off PCH this week.
What?
Yeah, he fainted. Like he
No
might be
way.
next. There's Paul Stanley,
I had
who's
no idea.
about as straight as a circle. Hello.
Hey-o.
All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off. Can I say hello to Brandy if I turn the camera off? Or she doesn't wanna be-
You should just keep streaming.
That's
you
our
don't
man.
wanna
Yeah,
lose your people.
I don't want to talk to you. I mean, maybe there's two of
Maybe
us.
there's two of us. No, yeah.
So, all right, you get to see what me and Gail do when we drop off the dog. Do you want to take the bed?
Yeah.
Or
I'll take it, yeah.
do you want the? I'll give you the anxiety bed.
Do you have her choose, right?
Yeah. She didn't really like him when I was giving them to her,
Give
but
them to her.
let me get her anxiety bed.
Okay, anxiety bed.
So you guys finally get to see Gail. Gail. Yes, go see Gail. Support her channel. It ain't fucking easy on YouTube. I'll tell you that much. And I know you guys, let me just head this off at the pass. I know you guys probably noticed that Gail is well endowed. Creepy comments, you fucking perverts.
Well, I double-breasted it for the outfit
Yeah, I mean,
I was wearing earlier, but I took
There
that
we
off
go.
and just wore something a little more basic, you know.
No.
For the ride over, I left the boots on to remind myself to make the videos before I go out, if I go out.
See how pretty Gail is.
I'm all right. Makeup's a little crazy. I had allergies earlier this week. I was sneezing my face off, so I'm finally healing.
And that's just to hold your interest or whatever. Me and Gail should have been married, but we'll talk about that in another part. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Never say never. I mean, OJ and Nicole got back together.
Pennsylvania, that's the question.
Anyway,
Pennsylvania with me?
so here's her leash.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I don't want to distract you too much.
no, it's all good. Here. So the interesting thing you could do about this album is they don't know if Ace played on it or not.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's it. Do you want? She might be due for another flea.
Do you have flea stuff? Yeah, I'll take that. Okay,
I thought I did.
They're right there. That's what they. Those are the.
This?
shoes. No.
Okay, the shoes. Take that.
That's what I need, and I'll take this just to.
Wait. No, here it is.
Because
Wait.
there's one shoe left in here.
Yeah, but I had the drops. Did you want some pepper spray? No,
Probably.
just in case. Did you get this? The wild ethnics come and attack me? No, we can't talk like that. There's trash in there. Like,
Oh, is that trash?
here, let me get the trash out.
Wait. Oh. So
There's no more dog food. Here. You can see. Me.
Oh, it's trash. Oh, you can.
Hold on. You can tell me and Gail are a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, you're really ready for me here.
Well, I was just streaming. You know, people ask me about Ace. Some guy just
doing
called.
stuff, and then I was helping my friend, and I'm like helping my friend. But it's a creative day.
Some guy just called me a faggot on the stream. So it's like, what the fuck? I turn down more pussy than you do, you
He
bozo.
actually does very well.
No, I don't. But never as good as this.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, look at this.
You're right.
That's
6
just to keep your
years.
attention.
Okay, I think we got it all.
How about if I held the camera away from Brandy and just said hello to her?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay, Lois, come on. Here, I'll carry her. She's a little, hold on, Gil. Come on. Oh, my God. She just peed.
Okay.
Now, I've been feeding her a lot.
Nugget.
Yeah, I got it.
I forget what I was giving her for food.
It's all gone.
What's it called, though? Can you just
I'll send you a picture of it. Oh, Stella and Chewy's.
Okay, yeah.
But she can eat. I'm going to message you another thing. I'm going to... No, I'm not going to... I'm on you. I just want to say hello to you. Good, how are you? I'm streaming right now, but can I just show you or no? Do you?
Sure.
This is the amazing Brandy.
Hi.
Yeah, definitely Gail's hottest friend. I mean,
What?
we had a lot of laughs back in the day at the Lakewood Zoo. And that's Gail's homie. So it's nice to see. I just wanted to see you. So hello. We're not going to show Gail's license plate. I know some of you fucking perverts. Shh.
Okay, put her right there. Plop.
There you go, Pop. Brandy, I love you. It's good to see you. So I'm back Sunday. That's an amazing show. She's bittersweet. She knocks me off of my feet. And this girl's looking at me like I'm a psychopath. Yeah, there's another girl for you perverts. Probably a dude. All right, I'll see you later.
Okay.
I'm back Sunday, so if you want to keep her for a few days, or because
I might.
I know our schedules are different, but I walk her a lot.
Okay, I do too.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but so just all right.
All right.
Go see Gail. That's on
Gail,
YouTube.
Gail.
Just one more time. That's for your attention. Just remember, none of you get that. It's for that's daddy only. Yeah, I'll see you later. And no one try and find out Brandy's Instagram. I know how you perverts work. All right, so you would not think that at one point, me and Gail almost got into a fist fight towards the end of our relationship. But we're all good now. So Earl Skakel over now. Sorry I wasn't reading the streams, but I wanted you guys to see how me and Gail coexist. And you know, that's how we do it. Well, you know, we weren't. Well, you know what? Mr. Gunplay, I appreciate you guys talking about my apartment like that. But, you know, am I the cleanest person in the world? It's not court-ordered custom-made. But go check out Gail's YouTube channel. And interesting aviation, interesting. And it's a condo. Thank you very much. It's a condo. But, you know, Mr. Whoever was saying that about me, Mr. Dolo Gunplay, you know, if you don't like how my condo looks, you don't have to live here, baby doll. So I appreciate that. I mean, listen, is my kitchen counter a little dirty? But, you know, let me clean my kitchen counter just for you. Because now, personally, I don't think it's that dirty. It's a little dirty, but here's what we do. We got trash bag. We got, we'll just organize mail here, right there. We got some new socks. So here's what we do. So let me see if this meets your pro. I mean, this computer desk is pretty clean. I don't see you bitching about that. So here we go. Do that. Do that. Do that. And let's see. Got my wallet and keys. Let me. So, I mean, that's pretty good, bro. I mean, I don't know what's so dirty about that, but you know. I mean, you guys, man, in the stream, it's always something. How about me doing an almost 2-hour stream for you guys, trying to be entertaining, you know, god damn, man. And you guys wonder why people don't like to give back to their fans. You guys are making me feel like this fucking guy. But hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to super chat me so I can afford to buy cleaning products, I would appreciate that. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. I mean, only in an internet stream would having $1 million condo work against you. What the fuck? So I'm going to clean my counter. I was cleaning the floors. Thank you very much. Earl Skakel in the house. Clean the floor. And here we go. Voila. That's pretty clean. I mean, I don't know what your standards are for cleaning, but, you know, I've got some things I could put away, but, you know, it's a Comedy Store check right there. Thank you very much. to Rose and Peter Shore. And bingo. Voila. We'll put Lois's tennis ball here. And voila. I mean, that's pretty clean. Now, is this area a little dirty? That's where Lois's food is. 100%. Let me shut this. See, I listen to the fans. Is that Chris Benoit? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, speaking of Chris Benoit, where's the kids' tag team partner? Hello, it's a Skakel classic joke there. You son of a bitch. All right. I think we've done enough here. Oh, you live on Queens Road. That's a very nice road, to be honest with you. I don't watch anything with Brian Callen on it, so no, I did not. The guy's a piece of shit. So, and I don't watch Rogan in general until I'm on it. I'm protesting, Joe. Just kidding. I think you already said that, Jebediah. It wasn't really funny the first time. It's absolutely not funny the second time. Stu Hart's birthday. Yo, 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 yo. All right, so 17-10. The Steelers are Aaron Rodgers, 13 of 19, 118 passing yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Joe Flacco, 14 for 21, 129 passing yards, 1 TD. So, what up, Robert? Well, I mean, I don't think my condo's that dirty. I mean, is it the cleanest? No, but, you know, how many people show their condo? So, all right. But, you know, yes, that was Gail. Go, please subscribe to her YouTube channel as well. You know, she's, no, I'm going to a wedding in Vegas, so you know, I guess I have the weekend off of comedy. It's Go See Gail. So just, I guess that's 3 words, Go See Gail. Let me go from my iPad. I mean, Gail is awesome. I mean, we get along very well. For 2 people who, you know, at one point did not get along very well. So, you know, there's hope for exes and whatnot to, you know, at least get along eventually. Now, some of my exes, that's probably not going to happen. But, you know, yes, that's her YouTube channel. And you can follow her on Instagram, I guess. So, I don't know anything about the fist fight. I was rumored to have been asked to referee it, but no one got back to me. So, well, no, I get, you know, listen, some exes are, you know, like my last ex, it's, I think the last time we communicated, she called me a fucking loser on Facebook. And that kind of sucked to hear, to be honest with you, considering that I financed her life for 3.5 years. But, you know, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, here's the funny thing. All of our mutual friends, they all pick my side. So that should tell you everything. Oh, shit. We don't really do, we don't really put our home addresses in the stream. I don't know exactly what's going on here. Dolo Gunplay, you seem to be a bit of a loose cannon, but you know, please let's not have any. You know, let's all get along. This is not a Dabbleverse stream. I mean, I'm friendly, ironically enough, with, I would say, 99% of my exes, ironically enough, 2 of the last 3 are the ones I really prevent me from saying 100%. It's unfortunate, but I've tried in both cases to say, hey, let's at least be friendly with each other. But both rebuked me, and I can live with how I treated both of them. Like I saw a mutual friend of me and my ex-fiance recently at the Comedy Store, and she just walked up to me, hugged me, and this girl was probably more friendly with my ex than me. And she said to me, hey, have you seen Regina George? I'm like, who's that? And I didn't get the reference, and now I do it. I guess it's the mean girl or whatever. So, it's unfortunate. But, what am I going to do? So, oh, no, that was the ex before her. I was threatening to sue her because she had been running around the LA comedy scene telling people that I hit her and that I threw her down a flight of stairs, and no one believed her, but it still sucked to kind of hear that. So I put a libel slander attorney on retainer, and he did his research. And he said, listen, from what I've been able to gather, like, I believe you. Your ex, not the fiance, but the one before the fiance, has had a history of breaking up with people and slandering them. But here's the problem with libel slander. No, it wasn't Alice Hamilton. I would have dated Alice Hamilton. She's hot. Very funny. And, he said basically to prove libel slander, you have to prove exactly what they said to the letter. You have to find out who they said it to. And then you have to get that person or persons to turn against your ex and testify to exactly what they said. Otherwise, it's hearsay. So ultimately, it just wasn't worth it for me to fight it. But, there was really no blowback. I mean, I still got a couple spots a week from the Comedy Store from 3 female bookers, I might add. And spots at the Laugh Factory from a female booker. So no one believed her. It just sucked to have to go through it. So, yeah, 100%. Jebediah, I'm going to do you a favor, buddy. You're just trolling, and I'm in too good of a mood to deal with a fucking loser like you. So just know, Jared, I don't wish I was you, ever. What are your thoughts on... I don't have any thoughts on that, to be honest with you. Hey, see what I did there? But, I mean, Jerediah, whatever your name was, you're not being funny. You give me nothing to play off of, so you're just clogging the stream. Go to Karmic X's stream. We don't do your kind of humor in here, to be honest with you. So we got 5 more minutes, guys. We'll hit a nice 2-hour stream, and then you guys can go and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So get your last minute trolls, do what you got to do, and we'll see each other at some point tomorrow. Now I might be Lynch Mob wasn't really for me. I mean, I love George Lynch as a guitar player, but he just didn't do it for me. Now I got to switch over to the King game. Damn, man, there's a lot of shit happening on TV tonight. Let's see here. All right. Ooh, Anze Kopitar and Darcy Kemper not in the lineup tonight. Uh-oh. Yeeks. That ain't good. So how do you feel about people who want pics with celebs? I mean, it really bothers me. Um, I think as long as it's done respectfully, I don't have a problem with it. Like the other night, I tell you, I was at the Click 5 concert, and I'm friends with the drummer, and I was leaving. He said, "Hey, wait, hang out, take a picture with the guys. They'd love to meet you." Because I guess they know of me from comedy or whatever. And I think, nah, I don't want to bother them. I'll just meet them another time. So, because they were tired. They had done a meet and greet before the concert. I'm sure the last thing they want to do is meet a fucking dude. So, maybe tomorrow night I'll get to meet them because I'm seeing them in Vegas. So, I think as long as it's done respectfully. I mean, we all get a little starstruck and caught up in the moment. But, I wouldn't go up to someone when they were eating or like with the Click 5 when they were tired. John, we don't do that kind of humor in here. Yes, Big Black, what up? Listen, you can get your last minute. I did clean up, Mr. 1.5, I mean, I think my apartment's, as you would say, it's actually a condo. It's pretty clean, to be honest with you. But you know what? If you're trolling me, you're trolling me. Gene already sold Ace Frehley's family a Kiss coffin. It's already shipped. That's the crazy thing. I'm not going to bother anyone while they're eating or with their significant others. Like one time I was hiking Runyon Canyon, which is a popular hiking spot, and are Gene and Paul money grubbing Jews? I mean, I don't know about that. Big Black, yo 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 yo. And I saw Walton Goggins with his family, his wife and kids, and the first episode of him as a transvestite on Sons of Anarchy had aired the night before, and I got kind of excited. I was about to approach him, and then he kind of gave me a look like, "What's up?" And then I was like, "He's with his wife and kids. I don't think they want to hear about his tranny character." So I just let him have his time with his family. I like Frehley's comment. Some people call me a walking disaster, just waiting for a place to occur. My meter's running, still got a lot of living to do. I live 5 days to your one, and it's true. I got money, I got fame. That's the song, Insane. Thank you. I mean, I'm just trying to make it, TV. I'm just trying to make it. And I'm not doing a great job, to be honest with you. When I get through, my satisfaction grows. You make me feel like ease. You even make me glow. Don't turn the power on me. I'm feeling low. So get me high. Shock me. Make me feel better. Do-do, do-do. Do-do, shock me, put on your black leather. Jamie Masada, I don't really talk to Jamie. By the way, my favorite, oh shit, Walton Goggins is in that chat. I just saw you running. Yeah, we don't do that type of humor in here, Draco. I'm going to send you to a Karmic X's stream. I mean, the Grand Canyon was formed when Gene Simmons dropped a penny down a gopher hole. Hoo! That's a play on a stolen joke, to be honest with you. We don't do the shout outs in here. Thank you very much. I love it. And I liked some of Ace's covers. He did a great cover of the Joker. Some people call me a space cowboy, 'cause I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight toker. Ace had some good hits. Got to kill Gene and Paul that he had the best solo album. I mean, that had to fucking burn Gene and Paul. Yeah, everyone loves everyone here. I know. I mean, Gene almost died this week because let me tell you, like PCH is a fucking rough road. So if you're straying off the road, you're going into the other direction of traffic. There's no, and it wasn't Goggins in one of those Predator movies. I mean, that probably was the worst movie he's been in, but, you know, Goggins is the man. He was great in White Lotus. So, all right, you guys, this has been a very fun stream. I thank you guys. Thank the trolls for coming in. None of you were funny, but I wouldn't want you to change. Thank you, Brian Landon, for the money, honey. So, Earl Skakel, over and out. Hit the like and subscribe button, you bastards.